So today I'm going to be talking about Taurus. Taurus is money. I know this is the one everybody likes to know. Everybody wants to know. Taurus is a sign of money. Taurus is a sign of provision. Any way you want to think of provision is what Taurus is, including your beverages, including providing for yourself, for your family, all that stuff. Providing is Taurus. Provision, including sugar, things that are sweet. So yes, that's why I also said you can think of it in provision and anywhere. You have to understand the way that keywords work in astrology so that you can you'll be able to make sense of how these keywords work and their applications, right? So Taurus is money, right? Taurus is money. Taurus is provision, is sustenance, sustainability, it is stability, it is finance, it is the banking system, it is banks. You understand? It's currency, it's money. You understand what I'm saying? It's the stock market. Taurus is the stock market. Taurus is economy. And even whether your personal economics or like the global economy, all that stuff is still Taurus. Taurus is also an earth sign. Forests, trees, woods, all that stuff is Taurus. You see, there are three earth signs, but Taurus like takes up the very core of the earth sign, which is Taurus is grasses like lawn, prune grasses, whether weed or any kind of Taurus is just nature. You understand? It's nature. It's a fixed sign. So you think of fixed earth, something like stones, rocks. Yeah, Taurus is that. Hills and mountains are produced out of the ground. Those are Capricorn. You understand? Capricorn is an earth sign. So things like mud, herbs, all that stuff is Virgo. You understand? Like clay, for example, yes, that you can beat. It's a mutable sign. So it talks about the dynamics of its nature, the flexibility of its nature is what Virgo is. But Taurus just encompasses nature in general. You understand? So Taurus here, we have to consider the things that Taurus points to. You have to look at Taurus now as you did with the other signs. You have to look at Taurus as the psychology that describes the people of Taurus, sun or rising, and also the symbolism of what just Taurus means. You understand? As a percentage, whether just money on its own by itself. So Taurus here in the first place, which is like the natural inclination, which is like the first original place of anything. This is the first place. So Taurus people are more inclined to having a sustainable life or maintaining a sustainable life. These people are led by very put together values. They have certain morals and principles that they go through life by, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, so like if you also look at Taurus in its real essence of what money is, like what is the very tendency for you, this is the thing that requires you to actually get money. Taurus has Virgo in the fifth place here, right? The fifth place, like I said before, is a natural tendency, is a natural ability of a thing. You understand? It is how you compose yourself when you want to get something done. This is how it works for Taurus people. These people can work, and it talks about your natural strength. Let me deal on that first. Talking about Virgo being in the fifth place of Taurus, which is your natural strength. You're following, right? These people work. What is the essence of you getting money if you're not working? You can't sit down, money just drops. No. You can't, except you want to go through the route that will send you to prison, which is Taurus having Aries in the 12th house. The Aries is a sign of criminality. The 12th house points to the prison, things that will take you to prison. If you're thinking of getting money, which is Taurus, and you go through the criminal route, prison is there waiting for you. I want people to understand the realm is designed based on what these things point to. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces. Pisces is prison. When you often see, when you're waking up, you often come across those writings that are inscribed on pictures where they say our ancestors, we lived in harmony so much that we didn't have to create prison until the white man came on scene. Yes, because in the age of Pisces was when prison was built. The age of Pisces was when prison was built. Pisces is prison, it's isolation, it's the things that will send you to prison. Drugs. You understand what I mean? All that secret activity that you indulge in, drugs, fraud, all that stuff is Pisces. You understand my point? So you want to go through the route of, the criminal route of getting money is going to send you to prison. That's what Aries is in the 12th place of Pisces. But also when it talks to Pisces people who often take this route, this is usually their fate. Usually that hunger, that urge and desire, which is what Aries is. Aries is urges and desire, which is what Aries is your urges and your desire. You understand? To get money. You understand? And then you're not going to crime. Then it sends you to prison. You find most Taurus people, this is their weakness. But the 12th house is your weaknesses, yes. It's your weaknesses. Most Taurus people that, if they go against their principle, money, the energy of money is it's the energy of morals and principles. There are certain things that you need to follow. This is why you see billionaires make it so much, and you think that why? How are they making it so much? Money at its highest point. Taurus has Aquarius at the 10th place. You have to understand Taurus. What does Aquarius in the 10th place have to do with Taurus? Aquarius is networking. That's the highest point of money. Aquarius is networking. It's also getting people together. You understand? Bringing people together to network. Being an entrepreneur. Getting people together. Creating systems that work. The collective. People coming together to actually, do something. That's bringing people into the equation. Getting people involved. But the way it's now working these days is that these people are trying to bring in robots to replace humans, which is what Aquarius actually is. Aquarius is human beings, but Aquarius is also robots, which is technology. That is what Aquarius is. This is at the highest point of money. So if you think it's not possible that robots is going to replace man, it is very possible. The cosmic law states that these guys just are not interested in using humans again to achieve this particular law. They are not using robots, and there's nothing wrong with it. Now it's you that have to adapt. You have to adapt. You have to evolve. Your DNA needs to be able to step into the new cycle. You understand? For you to still remain. Otherwise, you're going. Talking about adaptation, Taurus has Scorpio in the 7th. Right? These people are very jealous partners. I guarantee you. Taurus people are very jealous partners, and these people have a very high craving for sex, very high demand for sex when it comes to partnership. You're dating a Taurus, you have to be ready to fulfill their sexual desires. I guarantee you. That is one called the core of their love language, and these people can be very jealous. These people can hold resentment towards someone that they find attractive or someone that they consider in that particular light of being a partner that they can have talks with, they can have conversations with, almost like they are dating, even if they are not dating. These people, I guarantee you, every Taurus you meet holds resentment against their exes. I guarantee you, they hold resentment against their exes. These people are very jealous. If you do something for them, they are going to. If you do something against them, they are going to hold resentment against you. Ask any Taurus person you know. They hold resentment against their exes. Whether their ex is wrong or right, I don't know, but they hold resentment against their exes. Their exes are not good people to. As long as the Taurus is concerned, their exes are not good people. But when it just comes to fulfilling the Taurus need is they also have this tendency to not want to just get your money, let me get my money. No, Taurus people believe in the fact that couples or people in relationship need to work together to actually put joint, because Scorpio here is a sign of joint resources. So Scorpio people are very inclined to working with their partner to actually generate money to sustain themselves and all. They don't believe in have your business, let me have my business. They believe in coming together in that regard. You understand? So their love language spans throughout a lot of people. But talking about adaptation, right? Scorpio is a sign of adaptation. So to balance the laws of nature, which is what this stuff, the principles of nature, you have to adapt. This is the scale of balance. I was talking about adaptation recently. This is what it is. This is the scale of balance for nature's principles. This is nature. This is principles. This is nature's principle. Taurus. The highest point of Taurus is upgrade and improvement, which is Taurus. You have to just keep going, change. It's what Aquarius is. Upgrade, just keep upgrading. This is the highest point. You understand, of Taurus being the energy of nature. You just keep going, just like your software or your app on your phone is outdated. You just keep going. You just keep going like that. You understand what I mean? So we are talking about the 5th place, which is the natural strength of Taurus people. They can walk. Taurus people are never there. Taurus is symbolized is seen as the image of the bull. Like those who are into cryptocurrency, they say the bull season. You normally notice since you have been in the cryptocurrency, every time the sun is in Taurus, there's always a bull run. I don't think you people are paying attention. Every time the sun is in Taurus I'm talking about here is 20th April. 20th April to 20th May. That is Taurus season. Are you following? 20th April to 20th May. That is Taurus season. Every time the sun is in Taurus, there's always a bull run. You will see Bitcoin doing this thing. That is Taurus being the sign of the bull. You understand? Cow. Or else I would say Nama. Cow. That is a symbol of Taurus as the animal, the zoomorphic form of Taurus. That animal itself is Taurus. So what is the strength of the bull? The strength of the bull is to walk. This is why the bull is used in agriculture. Taurus is a sign of agriculture. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Taurus is a sign of agriculture. What is the highest point of agriculture? It's mechanized agriculture, mechanized farming. Aquarius is a sign of machines. Are you following? Aquarius is a sign of machines. So the strength of Taurus is work, which is Virgo. It's work. These people are willing to work for the money that they want. It's their natural inclination to want sustainability, to want stability, to be able to provide for themselves. Is what these people, the natural tendency is. And when it comes to work, even in the place of work, you have Libra here, right? Libra is a sign of equity. This is the principle of work. When people work, you give them their money according to how they've worked. Equity and fairness and justice. This is in the 6th place. As far as money is concerned, in the place of work, as far as money is concerned, everybody is supposed to earn according to how they've worked. That is what the sign of equity and fairness and justice is in the 6th place of work. And the Taurus people normally use, because Libra is the sign of government and politics, these people often like to work in government. You understand? These people actually think of if these people, these are people that you can think of, if they get that slot in government to work, right? They are not going to turn it down. I mean, government is like where the embezzlement and all of that stuff goes into, you understand, where money is stolen and all of that stuff, you see. So Taurus is, which is funny because Taurus, being the sign of money, has Scorpio in the 7th place, which is the place of the government and politics. And Scorpio is a sign of corruption. No, this is law. I'm just telling you people. This is just law. It's just man just chose to manifest the lower vibrational aspect of it. You understand what I'm saying? Corruption, power. What balances money is power. You get, I don't know if you understand me. To balance the scale of having money, you need power. Just having money doesn't keep you on balance. You can easily be thrown off. But when you have power, and Scorpio isn't just any kind of power, it is hidden powers connected to the hidden forces that, run things behind the scene. It is underworld activities. It's not Scorpio. See, it's not claim power like you would say, because looking at Scorpio is a sign of corruption. You see, guys, so let me not dwell on that. Yeah, so Scorpio, Taurus people are people that prefer to work for government. Yes, yeah, government jobs, like go 9 to 5, like in the civil service kind of, any kind of government job at all. And also people that also aspire to be politicians too. People that aspire to want to work, for politicians, whether as PA or SA or any kind of aid position that you give. These are people that are very, very more inclined to work in that position. Taurus has Gemini. Taurus has Gemini in the 2nd place. You see, Taurus people are people that love to spend money learning. Yes, this is the principle of money. You spend money learning more about what money is. You can't completely know money. The moment you stop studying money, money begins to leave you. You don't stop studying money. These people buy courses. These people, you have to be buying courses to continuously educate yourself about how money works. And it just keeps changing. You understand my point? Because the balance of money, which is Scorpio, is transformation, change. You understand? Just like when they say the crypto market, the stock market, all of this market is changing and blah, 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 blah. I mean, now that I mentioned the crypto market, thinking of Taurus being the sign of money, what's the highest point of money is cryptocurrency. Aquarius is the sign of cryptocurrency. So it was destined that man was going to get to the point of digital money. It is even said that in other dimensions that they don't use fiat or they don't use paper currency. It's actually digital. So people often say digital money, this what is the store of value, what is going to use to back. We are not ready. When we are ready, you guys will not think on that. Like there's a solution if man wants to transition from the fiat currency to the cryptocurrency system, which is what we're actually doing. So if you don't know now, you are being left behind. So the highest point of money is cryptocurrency. It's digital currency. It's for currency to go digital is the highest point of it, which is the third place. I always tell you people, 10 place is the highest point, the highest potential of anything. So we are still looking at Gemini here, right? These people, some of them, have that sibling that they value so much. It's another thing with Taurus people that they dash money, or a sibling that likes them so much that gives them money. That is another thing that you notice with Taurus people too. You understand? And these people and don't have second thoughts when it comes to spending money to get something to learn. You understand? You consider that they have Capricorn in the 9th place, right? Which means these people are self-taught. They spend money educating themselves. You understand what I'm saying now? Gemini is the sign of learning. You understand? It's a sign of learning and books. These people buy books. Spend money buying books to educate themselves. They don't mind. You buy books. They spend money learning. And when you see in the 9th place they have Capricorn, and their approach to learning is a very practical approach. These people are self-taught. The people you consider as self-taught, people who teach themselves, Taurus people. You understand? Sun sign or rising sign. I don't want to keep repeating myself. You understand? I've said it in my previous video, but not everybody will watch the video, so I have to just keep repeating it because everybody wants to watch the one that is their sign or someone they know that is close to them, that is dear to them, that as a see if it's going to actually scare a person. So, but yeah, I'm still repeating it again. So because the 9th house is education. So, Capricorn is a sign of self-reliance, relying on yourself. So these people rely on their own ability to educate themselves, as opposed to, so these are people that are not easily deceived or easily thrown off. Because you consider that Taurus is the sign of stability, and these are people that can be easygoing, but like if they eventually get to stand their ground, they stand their ground, which is quite the nature of all fixed signs. Is they are just fixed. You understand? Their mind can just be there. They are just fixed. They are going nowhere. You see, also you are looking at Cancer in the 3rd place, which is like communication. People in your life that you communicate with, you'll find that most Taurus people are constantly in communication with someone who is a female in the family. It's either they are in very close contact with their mom, they are usually almost in a day-to-day contact with their mom, or they talk to their mom more. Like in a week, they've spoken to their mom a couple of times, or spoken to their sister, whether younger or older sister, or their auntie. Or there's always a female in a Taurus life that they're in constant communications with. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're in constant communications with. You see, so Leo in the 4th, these people love their family. These people love their family. The people that tell you, I left home to feed home, that is a Taurus saying. If you ask me, that is a Taurus saying. I left home to feed home. You understand? I left home to feed home is a Taurus saying. To me, that's a Taurus saying. These people love their family. That's where their heart is. You understand what I'm saying? That's what Leo is, the heart. The 4th house is the family. These people love their mom. Which is still the 4th house. It explains why Cancer is in the 3rd place, because they are constantly talking to a female in their family. Their mom or a female in the family is whom they are very dear to. Someone that is very dear to them. It's a female in the family, but most times it's the mom. Taurus people that are listening to me know what I'm saying. There's always a female. You see, so alright, so in the 8th place here, Taurus has Sagittarius. Which still brings me back to talking about education. You understand me? We talks about education. When a Taurus considers that their life has stayed, in a particular trajectory for quite some time, and they want to transform situation, they want to change their lives, they begin to seek. You understand? To expand their mind, to see if there are other aspects of life that they are not looking into, they are not considering, you understand, so that they can, learn, educate themselves and, transform the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So adventure is another thing too that is, a very therapeutic experience for Taurus people. You understand? Taurus people just want to escape, to just rejuvenate their energy. This is the reason why they just go, travel, go on adventure, go on trips. Any kind of adventurer activity, like Taurus people just go on that. Not because they want to go and relax, just to rejuvenate their energy. It's a therapeutic experience for Taurus people. You understand? Travels, trips, and all of those things. And some of them, if their home country becomes so like unbearable or stuff like that, or the state where they reside in, because these people feel like if they want to actually change the trajectory of their life, that they ought to travel. You will find that most Taurus people are usually inclined to travel when it comes to changing the trajectory of their life, changing their life. Like, I've been in this city so much, I need to move. I feel like I need to move. From my life will be in order. Taurus people feel like that. You understand me? Even banks. You understand what I'm saying? Even banks, if they stay in a particular location too much and it's not serving them, to change the nature of how that bank, because that particular branch isn't bringing anything, they move, they relocate. This is how they transform. This is how they change. They relocate, even including like the image, the even in the media too. Like they kind of, let me not go into the bank. I'm not talking about banks so much. Let me dwell on, but yes, transformation in that sense of changing, relocating a particular branch. Banks do that. So let me just leave it at that. So yeah, in the 11th place here is where they have Pisces. Pisces is a sign of trust. It's a sign of belief. It's a sign of highness, intoxicant, things that get people high is what Pisces points to. Now, why am I saying this? Taurus people, most Taurus people you will find who are people that get high, who drink or smoke, they usually bond very well with people that smoke or drinks with them, or alcohol, because that's what Pisces is. It's intoxicant, it's alcohol. And it's also belief. People that believe in them. When like they feel like their life are just going to shit, and then someone is telling them, don't worry, you have it figured out, don't worry, it's just a phase. These people, they hold these people very dear. These people, their friends are people that they keep people who believe in them. If you understand what I mean, they keep people who believe in them. So people who have faith in them are people that they keep absent, because they constantly need those assurance, and that energy from their friend. Like when I say they need it from their friend, I'm not saying that they are energy vampires, but it's just the friendship language, just like you have love language. I mean, there's anything like friendship language. That's it for Taurus people, right? So that's it for Taurus people. Having faith and trust and believe in them, just the same way they have faith and trust in you. You cannot be, your life will be going to shit. Even your Taurus friend, yes, your Taurus friend that his situation is worse than you will begin to motivate you. Will begin to, begin to tell you things as regards to they have faith in you. Remember when you did this? You think everybody can do it? They so that your spirit, you understand? You rejuvenate your spirit. Recall. Taurus people are like that. So yes, it's another people too that love to sit around with their friend and just get high. You understand? And just go into that state of fantasy and just be talking about, things, random things. That's just to share that space with a friend. You understand? Yeah, and they also often like friends that they can sit down with in solitude and just talk. You understand? Sometimes get high too, So these are Taurus people. They are like that. So yeah. So this is the template. This is the sign of Taurus, symbolism and every other thing that I touched on. I just didn't want to focus on. I just wanted to read about the psychology of Taurus people, right? So yeah, I think this is it.